So how exactly does someone become a house Negro? Well, I'll tell you how I became a house Negro. When I was growing up, in my house, we had big coffee table books about the civil rights movement. And these books always had at least one photo of lynchings of people of African descent. And there's one particular iconic photo of two black men hanging in a tree, and there's a man in the foreground who just happens to be there. And when I was growing up, I would always look at the expression on his face, and I'd look at the people in the crowd, and I would try to imagine what they were feeling and what they were thinking. And what happened was I started to feel afraid looking at all these people who thought, for whatever reason, or it seemed like they thought it was okay that two black people had just been hanged. I started to become afraid. Like, if they did that to those people, what would people do to me? And I probably have to be very careful, and I have to know how the rules of this society work so that I don't end up hanging from a tree. And I also felt ashamed. I felt ashamed that somehow people who looked like me were, that it seemed okay that we would get hanged from trees, that we would get lynched. So I got fearful and I felt ashamed. And so I made a bargain. I made a bargain with the United States of America in my, young heart. And I said, I will follow the rules here, and I will do everything to have this American dream. I will be a model citizen. I will be good. I'll work hard. And the other end of the bargain is, if I do that, then America will not lynch me on whatever level. America will not hurt me. And up until fairly recently, that's the bargain by which I've been living my life. And this realization that that's how a house Negro is made, when she decides to give up her sovereignty and her creativity and her individuality and her inner knowing in exchange for safety. That's how a house Negro is made. And at this moment, I have chosen to dissolve that bargain that I've made. I'm no longer interested in bargaining, and I'm free. I'm freeing myself. And I am not a victim of anyone or anything. And that's how I become free. Peace.